Hey Pixels! In this two-part tutorial, I will be showing you how to easily set up your domain name and web hosting. Having your own domain name is the best way to claim your online territory. Once you have it, it's yours to keep. Domains are highly valuable, with some selling for as much as $35 million. Maybe one day you'll be able to sell your domain for a lot of money too. Now, before we get started, here's a quick lesson on the anatomy of a web address so you understand the terms I will be using throughout this video. First, a URL or Uniform Resource Locator is the name for the entire web address. Much like our own home address, it tells the browser where you want to go on the internet. The protocol or prefix is the first part of the web address. The subdomain is the www part. The domain name is what we're talking about in this tutorial. Lastly, there is the TLD or top level domain. This is the .com or .org that you might have seen at the end of some web addresses. The TLD is what you're mostly being charged for, and some cost more than others. Now that you're an expert in web address anatomy, let's get started. First, you'll want to find a website that sells domain names. There are many domain name registrars, but for this tutorial, we will be using the registrar that I use, which is namecheap.com. Once you're on namecheap.com, type in the name of the domain you want in the search field. Domain names are similar to usernames in that sometimes they're taken by someone else. I know, someone out there has thought of the same thing. So if the name you want is already taken, have no fear. You can either see if it's available in a different TDL like .net, .org. Another option is to contact the person that owns the domain name you want and ask them if you can have it. But this is usually risky since they might use this to their advantage and charge you a crazy amount of money to get it. That's why I suggest just using your amazing creativity to make up a different name. Once the domain name you want is available, go ahead and add it to your cart. Remember to read the fine print so you know the cost of your domain name after renewal. Go ahead and click View Cart. You will see that your domain name also comes with something called Free WhoisGuard. WhoisGuard basically protects your personal information from being seen online from anyone that looks up your domain name from the site who.is. I suggest you keep this in your cart if you want to protect your personal information from being seen by anyone online. You might also notice the year drop boxes. Each year, the domain name and WhoisGuard and other domain-related products must be renewed each year. Now, you can purchase, let's say, 2 years up front and usually save money in the long run. So just be sure to do the math. You can also turn on or off auto-renew to automatically pay the renewal fee. I suggest turning it on so that you won't risk losing your domain by forgetting to pay the renewal fee. Also, domain registrars sometimes have various coupons you can use, like 10% off your order. So don't forget to look up any deals that you can apply to your order. Once you're happy with your order, click Confirm Order and you'll be taken to a page where you can create a new account. You must create an account since there's admin and product management features associated with every domain name purchase. Once you have an account, you'll be taken to an order review page. Make sure your order is correct, follow the payment steps, and voila! You have your very own domain name. It's 100% yours. No one else has this web address on the web. Take a look around your account dashboard to become more familiar with the various tools and features. So now that you have your very own registered domain name, check out part 2 of this tutorial on how to set up your website hosting so that you can then connect the two together for a complete website setup.